Alright, so this latest chapter of Black Clover just revealed a bombshell. What in the world is going on with Yami's body? This surge of magic power that he now possesses, would this be the key to defeating Lucifero? So many things we need to figure out while discussing this chapter. However, first things first, I need you to figure out that if you subscribe to the channel with notification bell is on and leave a like on the video, it will help me so much and I appreciate you guys. Now, previously, last chapter, we saw the continuation battle between Yuno and Mereoleona versus Lucifero. However, their attacks were just too weak to the overwhelming presence and magic of the Demon King Lucifero, which is why eventually they were defeated. We also get the revealed name of the second gate devil, which is named Adramalik. We also saw this cool new devil transformation from Nacht when he used his two devils combining the powers of Canis and Equus, a trap spell that had Lucifero in the air so Asta can do the final blow. However, that plan didn't work, which left Asta vulnerable for Lucifero to kill Asta, but Nacht got in the way. However, during the last moments where Nacht believed that he was going to die, we saw the return of Yami, blocking Lucifero's punch with William's World Tree Magic Sword, a weapon that was gifted to him, which now leads us to Black Clover Chapter 323, which is titled Partner. So this chapter picks up where we see the events that happened before Yami stepped in to fight Lucifero. And with Yami's current condition at this time, Vanessa believed that at this rate, Yami will die because they are being crushed by Lucifero's gravity magic. Gray then crawls over and states that she can heal him, which honestly we all figured that this had to be the case, which is why Yami was healed, because Mimosa is the best healer there, but her spell is broken, and probably because she used so much magic using ultimate healing magic to heal everyone else previously before this event. So without Mimosa, Gray was indeed the best option. However, before Yami was healed, Gray noticed something about Yami's body. She states that the structure of Yami's body has been altered. It resembles the devil that Asta is possessed by, and his body is overflowing with magic. This is a big deal because Gray is comparing Yami's body to that of a devil. And if you notice, besides his body, his heart is what's emphasized in this panel. Yami and William were both part of a forbidden ritual, a magic channel that their magic was the catalyst of to open up the gates to the underworld to summon the devils, because their magic is linked to the underworld. One thing we do know is that if you participate or indulge into things like forbidden magic that is linked to the underworld, you will be affected regardless. We found out from Charlotte that those who participate or are affected by forbidden magic, it also changed the shape of your soul and also the shape of your magic, even the quality of it, where Yami and William, they just survived being linked to the underworld on the Tree of Cliftoff, and now they are out and they are free. But this is forbidden magic on a deeper scale, to the point where Gray is comparing Yami's body to that of a devil. So regardless, now that they survived this forbidden magic spell, their magic and the quality of their magic and the shape of their soul is forever changed. But since it emphasized on Yami's heart, it's extremely possible that the hearts of Yami and William definitely became devils, or they are also becoming devils of their own. And if that is what's going on, then that is a huge deal. This can turn out to be like another Xenon situation where he gained a heart of a devil and became a devil himself. And if that's what Tabata is doing here, then that's going to change everything. Now, after Gray healed Yami, he used his Black Moon spell so they can be within Lucifero's gravity magic, and he's thanking Gray for saving him. Langridge, Patri, and William finally met up with Yami and the others, and Patri states that he wants to return the favor and join the fight and help everyone. However, he believes he won't be much help in a fight because he does not have his grimoire, which we know having your grimoire, that brings out your true potential of your magic power. And since Patri does not have his grimoire anymore, he feels as though he is limited, which I would disagree, because when he became a dark elf, he was extremely powerful without a grimoire. However, this is Lucifero, so this changes things. So he probably got a point, but I really wanted to see some ultimate light or ultimate demon light magic, but that may be safe for another time. We then see William use the remaining bit of his magic power to create World Tree Magic Blade of Misteltein. And the reference to this Blade of Misteltein or Misteltein Blade comes from the legendary sagas of the Norse stories in Iceland. A weapon that was held by a former king before he gave it away right before he retired, which makes me think of the reference that Tabata put here. Maybe this is William's send-off to Yami before he retires as a magic knight or dies, and that is still possible. Everything is on the table. Yami tells William that even though I still haven't forgave you yet for the elf business, but we were in this thing together. We got caught up together. So after this, if we make it out alive, let's have a drink together. And when Yami said this, a part of me hoped, like, man, I hope that is the case, but something about this line and also just leading up to this point makes me feel as though one of these characters may pass. And I really hope that does not happen for Yami in particular. And William, you know, it's whatever, but I really hope it doesn't happen. Now, back to the present time, we see that Lucifero noticed that Yami has dark magic, even though he should have been noticed this, but, you know, we'll say that for a whole different topic. However, clearly Lucy is interested in Yami. He sends him flying. Before that, though, he says that I'll make sure I'll deal with you later. When Lucy knocked Yami out of the way, he sets his eyes back on Asta because he's trying to get rid of Asta immediately because Asta and his eyes is the biggest threat to him on the battlefield because he's the only one so far that he realized that can harm him. And right before Asta was going to get hit, about time we see Zora and Nero do something this entire arc. Zora using his reverse counter trap magic while Nero is using her mana method sealing magic. But they stated that this spell is only going to work for a few seconds, and I love how everyone is just stepping in, taking turns on trying to protect Asta. While this is happening, Nacht tells Yami that he needs to get away from here. He doesn't belong here. While Yami is looking at Nacht like, hey, you would say that to the guy who just saved you? But Nacht doesn't care whether he lives or dies. It's no concern to him. He starts to talk about that seeing Yami reminds him of his old self. The self that he hates so much. And it makes sense that when he sees Yami, he sees the representation of himself as well because they used to be so close to each other. They grew up together. And it's also a constant reminder of Morgan because Nacht believes that he took Morgan away from Yami, which is why Nacht believes that Yami should not throw away his life to save his, because Yami is his precious friend. And this is extremely sad because we realize that it's not that Nacht hates Yami. Yami is just a constant reminder of everything that Nacht did and what he lost and what he used to be. This is why Nacht truly doesn't care about his own life and why he truly believes that he is not worthy of being saved from Yami. But Yami responds to Nacht and says that he is an idiot and you're going to keep living and you're going to save people the same way that Morgan did. And besides, a man does not need a reason to stick his neck out to save a friend. And I gotta say, I really love this interaction between Yami and Nacht because it shows that they still have a level of respect for one another. Nacht still views Yami as his friend, and I can't wait to see if Yami survives. How will their friendship continue to blossom after this entire arc? Because in the flashback, we see that Morgan tells Yami and Nacht that they are very much alike, and not just in terms of magic, but they definitely truly understand each other. And he tells Yami that you may understand my brother more than me. It's frustrating to admit, but you may be more suited to be my brother's partner than me. Yami has a lot of close relationships in this story. He's close with Charlotte, he's close to Jack, he's definitely close to William. However, with this flashback, you know, this may establish that Nacht and Yami are definitely best friends, which makes sense because they known each other since they were kids, before they even had grimoires. Right after this flashback, we see that Nacht is smiling, and Nacht is telling Yami like, hey, you gotta stop acting like a kid forever, and Yami tells him like, hey, I'm going to be a kid forever in my heart. However, right now, none of this is relevant. The Demon King is right over there, so let's play with him a bit. And we see that Nacht, side by side, him and Yami, ready to face against the Demon King Lucifero, and that is how the chapter ends. And I love the ending of this chapter because we're going to see dark magic, shadow magic tag team. Even though last chapter Nacht did say that he was at his limits, but this is where he's going to surpass his limits with Yami. I don't think he's going to do much. I think he's going to be more of a support. And Yami, he's already ready. He's fresh. He just got healed. So I can't wait to see what he's going to do against Lucifero. Overall, not a lot happened this chapter, but I think it was pretty solid. You guys comment below and tell me your thoughts about this chapter, what you think is going to happen next. Also, be sure to check out my other anime and manga content. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe for more. You guys have an awesome life. Take care of yourselves. Stay blessed. And we out.